North is an asset, not a liability. Ndume demands broader consensus on tax reform bills. If people are not a liability, why are you complaining about the tax reform bill? Which assets? What do people have to offer? That you're an asset. Asset to who? To yourself. You're not a liability. So people should not complain about the tax reform now if truly people are not a liability. Former Senate leader Senator Mohammed Ali Ndume has reiterated his opposition to the tax reform bills currently before the Senate, urging their withdrawal for broader consultation. They should withdraw it, but you are not a liability. I don't understand. Speaking in Abuja on Sunday, Ndume emphasized that northern Nigeria is a vital asset to the country and dismissed claims portraying the region as parasitic. That's how they'll be making themselves feel important. As if they are better than other regions in this country. We are the ones that put Tinubu in. You are a vital asset. Which asset are you people? Which asset? The North was, is, and will never be a parasite or dependent on any region. Or even the country. We are assets, not liabilities. What do you people bring to the table, Ali Ndume? Tell us. Tell us one thing that you people are assets. Tell us one thing you people bring to the table that would say, okay, yes, the North is an asset. Ndume declared countering analysis that suggests otherwise. Ndume criticized the current tax reform bills, which propose the establishment of a joint revenue board, a tax appeal tribunal, and an office of the tax ombudsman as part of President Bola Tinubu's tax reform agenda. He argued that the reform lacks widespread consensus and could disproportionately burden low and middle-income Nigerians across all regions. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, because obviously you are the only ones complaining about these tax reform bills. It is only you people, and yet you say you are not a liability. Okay now. And still they say that the tax reform bill will be withdrawn for more consultation and buy-in from critical stakeholders, including states and local governments as well as the private sectors, he said. Ndume dismissed claims that the reforms specifically target northern interests, emphasizing that their adverse effects would be felt nationwide. Those who think the current tax reform are only against northern interests are mistaken. The reality is that the reforms, as they stand, will negatively impact low and middle-income Nigerians nationwide, he added. Now so, Ndume argued that governance reforms, rather than isolated tax reforms, should take precedence. He pointed to the high cost of governance as a major issue, noting that recurrent expenditures consume the majority of the country's budget, leaving little for capital projects. Well, that makes sense. Our personnel and overhead expenditure for 2024 accounts for about 50 to 60% of the budget. Meanwhile, capital projects suffer from under-implementation, while recurrent expenditure is fully exhausted, he said. He urged the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) to expand the tax net and improve revenue collection efficiency instead of introducing measures that will further burden citizens. The FIRS should concentrate on expanding the tax net and collecting more revenue efficiently. Transparency and accountability must also be increased, Ndume stated. Ndume also called on the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) to ensure commercial banks contribute their fair share of taxes, particularly given their high profit margins. And so, how many of these do you people have in your state that are giving tax, that are contributing to the tax of the country in the northern part of Nigeria? How many? That you are claiming that people are an asset? Commercial banks must be closely monitored to ensure that they are paying the tax they owe. They consistently declare high profits and must be held accountable, he noted. While acknowledging the need for reforms, Ndume stressed the importance of timing and inclusivity. People want them to do it in the next 20 years now. Like that governor said. What's his name? I've even forgotten. They should wait. It's timing, inclusivity. I beg you. Yes, reforms are necessary, but they must be well-timed, prioritized, and carried out with the buy-in of Nigerians. This is democracy, a government of the people, for the people, and by the people, he stated. We know. He concluded by emphasizing the North's contribution to the nation. What do you people contribute now? What is your contribution? I don't understand. Rejecting any notion that the region is a burden. The only thing people do is during time of election, you go and bring your cattle, your children, everybody to come and help them rig election, to vote election, so that people will run into millions. What other things do you people do? Now Boko Haram through the northern part of Nigeria. All of you are not working. Beggars, tailors, shoemakers, What else is in the north? What else? What else? Apart from the ones that sell pepper. And what else do people bring? What is the asset that people are bringing to the nation? That you are saying you people are contributing to the nation. How? Causing insecurity, that's your contribution. Is that a contribution? Making the country insecure is a contribution, Abi? Our region contributes immensely to the country's agricultural and economic output, as if it is only people that are farmers in this country. We have farmers in Benue State. We have farmers everywhere. You people are not the only farmers. I'm asking and saying, you people are the food basket of the nation. We know the food basket of the nation. It is not only the northerners, I beg. Yeah, you contribute immensely. We are an integral part of Nigeria's progress and prosperity. Collaborative and inclusive efforts are key to achieving meaningful reforms that serve all Nigerians, Ndume said. Abeg, Bensikule says, which assets? North has nothing to offer. Is it assets in terms of Quran recitation or creation of Boko Haram? In fact, North is the worst thing that has happened to this country. Because I don't understand. GRRC says, not liability but running away from tax bill. Help me ask you. People are not a liability. Of course, people are assets. You should have money. You should have the capacity to pay the tax that they're asking. You will not be complaining now if truly you are not a liability. He said assets for election jihadists, banditry, terrorism, religion first before God, looting, kidnapping business, begging, scavenging, shoe shining, nail cutting, 13 cut-off points, poverty region of the nation, dragging position. Let all hypocrites turn from hypocrisy. Don't mind them. You're an asset. Assets away. Chidi Godwin says, assets for what? Northern population is useless because they have not achieved any meaningful development with power they have been holding for over 40 years. Yes. Even in their region, they have not succeeded in making their lives better. Talk more of making the whole country better. The northern president that we've had in this country, their northern region, Kaduna, Katsina, Kano, all of them, they have not been able to do anything tangible for them. So imagine how they are drawing the country backwards. And this one is saying that they are an asset. Assets where? Assets where? Beg. Francis Akombi says, I also believe that every part of this country is an asset if we all play and make a positive impact. An asset that has potential without actualizing becomes a liability to the system. Yes, so people are not achieving anything. People are not actualizing anything. All that people are doing is rearing children. One person giving birth to 20 children. And so that you people use them as voters. That is what you people do. Have Boko Haram, Sakurawa, now get everything. You're telling us that you're an asset. Assets where? I will go and sit down. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.